Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 2nd of August. So the pound 2 days ago pops its head out the top there, giving it a slightly bullish flavour as it hadn't broken the lows, but it now looks like it's having retreated from that. It's heading south towards the lower side on this euro. So overall there's some dollar strength coming through for the euro at least. Now the euro barely moved at times. When the pound was pushing up yesterday, the dollar really struggled, and the euro really struggled. It barely got anywhere yesterday. When it did move up, it wasn't long before it fouled. At the moment it's looking very soft here. There is a potential. We've got an untouched daily pivot, of course. There's the potential it could come back from that off any bounce, but at the moment it looks like it may be a candidate to sell it back into the key moving averages. But to be fair, the key moving average I'd most like to sell off is back into the 60-50, which is above the pivot, so may have to sit and wait on that one for a while. The pound, well, it's a big day for the pound today because of the construction PMI out this morning at 9:30. That fooled a few. The bigger day because the MPC, the Bank of England, meet today, and we expect to see, there's an 80% chance, according to the figures, of a 0.25 interest increase. So we'll see. That's at 12 o'clock. So that could shape the afternoon for the pound, certainly. Now it's been priced in, so we may get a bit of a blip upwards on the sort of retail side buying into it, but it's already there. So that in itself may give opportunities just to sell back to where it was if it occurs. Now if it doesn't, I expect the price to drop well below these prior lows here. I think we'll see quite a free fall for a bit. So between a rock and a hard place there, because there's not 100% reason to actually increase rates at the moment. So there we are. That's the pound. I'll come down the time frames here a little bit just so you can we can look at this. Just ignore the news for a moment, and well, it's looking to break and break down further here on the 4 hourlies. It's broken out these lows we've seen for a long time. A few days here we've been pitching down into this area. Well, it looks like it might close down there, but might just about close down there, get into some sort of extreme position, and we see some buying come back in. But certainly a point there around those lows where it could fail again. So there we are with the pound. It's got a bit of a bearish outlook at the moment. The news might just bring it back positive, but we'll see how that runs it through. Dollar yen, well, kicked up for a bit yesterday, sitting around its pivot at the moment. It was the one that was at one stage strengthening whilst everything else was losing its strength against the dollar. But it got choppy as we've been through the sessions since the Asian session there. It sold off. It kept on going off whilst the other markets were also selling off, but bearing in mind this is dollar yen, so it's a bit of strength coming through. It may just be all the rhetoric again on trade wars, etc. At the moment the yen's improving off that, plus they're looking at different changes to get their system working again. How many years they've been doing that now? 20. Anyway, so at the moment it's looking pretty sideways. It has got a daily pivot untouched above there at the moment. If we do start seeing it move up, well, it's going to be an easy move. Whether it can break beyond that, we'll see. Aussie dollar, well, no surprise to see a little sell-off yesterday. Sold through this morning, early hours. And the 4 hourly, well, it was in a downward trend, but it's just 4 hourly is a complete mess really here. And when you look through into the daily, into the hourlies rather, see the lower highs, lower lows coming through. Retracement seems to be the point to sell. next retracement is a bit like the euro. If I was looking to retrace, I'd want that 50 to be coming down and price to run up into that. It's tested all its other key moving averages. Maybe it'll get a bigger correction on that basis. And finally, the Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar's holding its own there. It's well still sitting around that daily 500. If anything, with this 4-hourly lower highs and lower lows, it's still got that potential to roll. Anything breaking through maybe that 34 could see us running back up to the new monthly pivot. Its weekly pivot's already been tapped there, so I've got the potential upside. We did have a double divergence. In fact, we probably had a triple divergence at one stage running into the early hours, yesterday afternoon even. And that might be starting to work its way through, but I see price after that, or the MACD after it started softening even further, even though price was running up. But we'll see. That triple divergence, maybe it will edge up there. As I say, you need to see a confirmation above at least 21, maybe a 34 for it to confirm that. So that's pretty much it. So just to confirm, news-wise today, construction PMI 930 UK, Bank of England meeting and announcement and the fit rates, etc. at 12. At 12:30, Bank of England Governor Carney speaking. I would imagine if the rates increase, the price action will happen at that point. What he says at 12:30, I mean, he may just say that there'll be no foreseeable increases or something like this, or we expect this to hold for a while, in which case the pound would sell anyway. So we'll see how what happens from that at 12:30. If it becomes all hawkish, well, we'll see. Right, that's it for today. Have a great one. Bye for now.